Do you want answers about which direction to take in your life? Are you open to getting a channeled message from a divine source? Or maybe you're wondering, who is divine and what is a channeled message? Well, for 35 years, I've been hearing and seeing messages. So that means that I'm clairaudience, and I've recently been called an oracle, which means I can tap into and receive an answer from divine sources for you. Now, over the years, my views and understandings have changed. I started life going to church and learned about God and Jesus, and then years later learned about our personal spirit guides, angels, the collective groups of guides, later about higher intelligence, divine intelligence, ascended masters, and from Esther and Jerry Hicks, the channeling of Abraham. Then, of course, there's Buddha and other spiritual beings, which the top gurus also speak about. So over the years, what I learned was, in fact, all of these come sort of under the same umbrella of guiding our lives forward to a more positive place for good purposes only, for us to learn and for the essence for us to become happier and more aligned to ourselves and our personal journeys. So the divine guidance that I receive comes from a realm of wisdom who connect with me. I respect their knowledge, their wisdom, and I believe in them because I've been receiving it for so long, and I'll share and tell you why. But first, let's return. Are you open to getting a channeled message from a divine source about the next moves in your life? Because if you are, I'm here today, and you can receive answers from them, and I can guide them to you, so that the main benefits for you to receive them is you're going to get a message relayed that will guide you towards your higher self. And by that, I mean the real essence of you. Your soul, your inner spirit, the person you are capable of becoming, because that's the real you, the unknown you, where you're living your highest form of life, fulfilled, on purpose, loving abundance. You've got a great mindset of joy and gratitude, and you have the free will to embark on that journey. Now, a couple of examples who epitomize this are the late Grace Louise Hay and Oprah. Both of them having many challenges in their teenage years, and they sought to rise above them to their calling, to bring the best version of themselves to the world, making them happy and also helping humanity. Now, of course, we're not going to be them. Our journey is to learn to be the best version of ourselves, to make sure that we're happy and share our talents and gifts with the world, which equates to us living on purpose and a fulfilling life. My name is Janice Davies. I'm a speaker, trainer, author, coach, scriptwriter who for 30 years have been teaching people personal and business development strategies, all guiding them towards their successes, either at their work or their home life. But recently when I was called an oracle, and in this time of unprecedented time, a turmoil where history and things are happening in humanity, I decided it was really time I would step up into this role, which for many years I've used for myself and my friends and for local clients. Basically, I was being called to step up again. So according to Mr. Google, the definition of an oracle is a person considered to be wise and insightful counsel of predictions of the future, inspired by the gods. So as such, it's a form of divine guidance. So that's who I am, and I'm now sharing my divine guidance with others. So I've been enjoying my guidance for many years for myself, and it's been fantastic because I've known which direction to go, what I need to learn to achieve, so that I can achieve my goal. So additionally, what's been fabulous, it's helped me to align to my highest potential. And then I use all the law of attraction processes. And then I've been able to manifest my own desires much quicker than just stumbling through life. Now, if you're thinking you'd like that guidance because you're told which direction to head by me, by them, rather than just stumble your way through in life, I'll share some of my messages so you understand it a little bit more. So about 35 years ago, I received my first message, seemingly unspoken out loud to me at a bank. And it was, you will be divorced with 2 young children within 5 years. Now, I remember looking around, who was talking to me? I saw nothing, and my stern voice in my head said, no, I won't. Well, guess what? Yes, I was. You see, I'd married a bully and lived in a negative environment, and I wanted to raise my daughters in a positive home. So I chose to become a single mum and never ever regretted the decision. So that prophecy did come true. Now, over the next 20 years, I received many more messages as well, including, you deserve better than this. That was one day while I was at home. 3 a.m. one morning, write your life story. And then another one while I was looking for an answer to rid myself of the negativity I felt around the family home, because I'd purchased it from my ex-husband. He had built it. But one morning while I was putting the rubbish out, I was in my dressing gown. A voice spoke to me and said, buy a home and income. I thought, right, that's it. So I rang a friend and said, I've been given my answer. But little did I know what else was ahead for me. So I purchased this house with a studio apartment I'd been guided to. And that had me embarking on another completely new journey. After 3 months living in the house, I discovered all the strange things that were happening were from the visitors, as I call them. The visitors? The neighbours told me the house was haunted. So that was a very big learning curve for me. So while I was living there in the year 2000, I was out walking one morning when the streets should have been busy, but instead were absolutely deserted. I saw a vision of a TV or movie screen with white lines rolling along the bottom. And a very, very, very deep voice said to me, start a self-esteem day. Now, that was the end of my walk, because I raced home to ring a friend again and she said to me, well, I think you've been given your life purpose, your life mission. It's something you've got to do. In 2006, I was flying back from Australia to New Zealand, and I reckon they give me messages when I'm in the aeroplane. I'm not sure because I've stopped talking or I'm closer to them or I'm just being. Anyway, I received a message and was told that the best way to teach self-esteem is via a movie and technology. Now, that blew me away because I had no idea how to do any of that. However, eventually I wrote my life story and then my interactive movie script, based on what I was told. Of course, I was guided all the way along of it. And this is how the law of attraction and inspired action works in your life, inspired guidance and actions. So there's nothing on the market like my movie yet, and I received guidance and I've taken action to bring this world to the world. So especially when they're in a state of change, the world needs us. But it took me many years to have the confidence to learn about these messages and have the experiences I've had and understand the vision and actually bring it and incorporate it into the movie. So it's all based on my story. It's all from my perspective, but this is not my idea. But I wouldn't have been the person I am now, but I've been the person bringing this to the world. So initially I thought it was God speaking to me because the voice was so loud, but as I say, I've now got a different concept. I call them the chaps upstairs. But ultimately, they have an overlying collective presence to help humanity and the planet. Now, I receive these messages directly in my mind, so my portal is open, and I can have conversations with you, me, and them. And that's where I can help you. So I was guided to start these Divine Wisdom guidance sessions a few years ago, and I've been helping friends and clients locally. Plus, I also include them in my one-on-one coaching course. So if you're ready to sort of think, well, I'm ready for some answers like that, and you want an answer about the next decision or the right next direction or the right decision, I'm offering this to you. First of all, there's a 2-hour Divine Wisdom guidance session where the first hours we spend on personal development, so I get to know you and what you're wanting. And the second hour, I do the Q&A with you, me, and them. And that's sort of how that session works. Now, I get the answers directly, but to allow you to see, I do actually use a pendulum so that you can see if I'm getting yes and no answers. So that's more faith for you that what I'm doing is the right things. I frame your questions to receive a yes and no answer, but I do have that direct answer from divine or higher intelligence. So they'll tell me and then I'll get a yes and no as well. So these decisions are based on your potential, what you could achieve and what is possible for you. So you use these as a beacon, a lighthouse as your goal. Your next thing is that you've got to do the work. You've got to learn the lessons, make the decisions, take the action, and learn to use your intuition, all of these things that are steering you towards your beacon or your lighthouse goal. You need to decide how you will learn these skills and tools, and you need to do that to achieve your destination. That's your job. That's where my Positively You 90-day program helps you with the transformation from who you are here, where you are right now, to who you are over there. So you move from anxious to confident. You move from unhappy to happy, unfulfilled to fulfilled. So you're happy, excited, you've got abundance, you've got positive, loving relationships, and you're at peace with yourself and you're fully aligned to your potential. That's what I teach you in the 90-day course to achieve the things that you want. Now, of course, I'm on my journey myself, otherwise I wouldn't be able to teach this. I'm aligned to my highest potential. I use law of attraction processes and manifest my own desires quicker than just stumbling through life. So this is what I'm offering you. It's an opportunity to transform your life, learning all the skills you need to align to your highest potential. Or you can just have a guided direction session with me. If you're interested in the coaching, we need to have a chat to determine whether you're a good fit for us to work together. So when you click on the link, you can book a success strategy call with me. We talk about your dreams, your challenges, and I share some tips and ideas for your next stages. If it's the Divine Guidance Wisdom 2-hour session that interests you, you click and book that in my calendar. And here's what one client recently said about that. She said, I love what you said to me, and that is driving me forward. And another one, thanks, Janice, and a huge thanks to my family, from my family as well. So click on the link, book either of these free 45 to 60-minute success strategy sessions or the Divine Guidance session. I guarantee that you'll have results. They're amazing. They take you towards your potential. You'll be excited about your outcome. Now, I'm getting busier in my work and my life as I manifest my other dreams. So don't delay while I've got some gaps. And you can start achieving the life you've dreamed about. Click now and start taking control of your life.